Rudolph with time. Another deep ball. Caught!
They're going to bring 5. And Rudolph looking for room in the pocket. Gets loose. No one home for West Virginia. They all had their...
Cowboy fans have been treated well this season. They've seen a quarterback grow into a playmaker, and it all started so unexpectedly. Last year, OSU struggled, especially at the quarterback position. First, it was J.W. Walsh who started out so hot against Florida State. His season would end the next week from an ankle injury. Then Dax Garman took the reins and was pummeled every Saturday. He suffered a concussion in Week 12 and was ruled out for the upcoming game against Baylor. That left head coach Mike Gundy searching for a quarterback.
This is the 1-year anniversary of you playing against Baylor. You know, last season you had the redshirt year, and that was cut off short. And sure enough, now you're starting, playing against Baylor in Waco. Tell me, what's going through your mind?
Last year it was kind of a hectic week. Kind of found out I was playing, I think, on a Monday, so a little early in the week. But it was a good week. I feel like it was definitely nerve-wracking just because it was your first one and you didn't know what it was going to be like, and you're playing a great team like Baylor on the road. So, but I was confident. I felt like our team could go out there and do some good and play well.
Despite a losing effort, Rudolph was all OSU was talking about. He went 13 for 25 for 281 yards and 2 touchdowns. It gave the OSU faithful hope for the future.
I felt like I just wanted to go out there and do my best and for this team and try to energize us and try to do what I can to start us to kind of put our best foot forward.
Rudolph finished the 2014 campaign with a Bedlam win in Norman and a bowl win against Washington. But Rudolph's days of winning began well before that infamous night in Norman. At Northwestern High School in Rock Hill, South Carolina, Rudolph won the state championship his senior year. He also threw for 64 touchdowns and ran for 16 that season. According to ESPN, Rudolph was ranked the 8th best high school quarterback in the country.
Now, you've had a pretty good college career so far. Only 1 loss. You're undefeated against the Big 12 except for Baylor, of course. And you had a pretty good high school football career as well. Did you expect that winning mentality that you have to translate so easily from high school to college?
Just that winning attitude that you can try to keep with you, and here it's just been a great experience to be around these coaches and these players who push you and try to get the best out of you.
This season, Rudolph is playing on a different level. He ranks 12th in passing yards in the country with about 3,200 yards. He had a career high of 437 passing yards against Kansas State. It was the 4th highest in OSU history and the most for a sophomore. Rudolph got the nation's attention after his 4-touchdown performance against TCU. He won the Walter Camp National Player of the Week award.
Now, going into this weekend's matchup against Baylor, the whole nation is going to be watching, just like they were when you guys played against TCU. And going off that performance you had against TCU and going into this weekend's matchup, it seems like you like to play on that big stage.
Yeah, it's anytime you get to play a great team who's won a lot of games and is highly ranked, it's a great opportunity. A game that every quarterback wants to play in is a top game and a team that's a great challenge, and so that'll be exciting for me, and I think it'll be exciting for this team.
But the spotlight hasn't been completely on Rudolph. Backup quarterback J.W. Walsh has assisted Rudolph with a duo combination. Rudolph known for his arm, while Walsh for his legs. It's a lethal 1-2 punch. Rudolph and Walsh have a great connection on and off the field.
Now, when Walsh leaves after this season, where does that leave you?
Where does that leave me? It leaves me without a good friend in J-Dub. I'm sure he'll be moving on to whatever he's doing, but he's a great guy and someone I've had the pleasure of being able to meet and to hang out with these past couple of years. But it'll be it'll just be another chance for me to come back and improve my game and look forward to the next year.